Okay, Antony Cherukara, CEO of VST Tillers, joins us now. Let's connect with him to understand that how things are moving for the tiller sector and for VST Tillers after what changes are happening in China. Anthony, good morning. Thank you for joining us. How has life changed for the tiller industry and for VST Tillers after the changes which are happening in China on the manufacturing side, on the logistics side, and also on the commodity side?
Yeah, good morning. And first and foremost, the change in China, I mean, related to the tiller industry, is that we still don't import any tillers from China, which came into being last year. So that is continuing, and hence we are not dependent on any Chinese imports. However, the fluctuation in commodity prices does affect manufacturing in India, and of course there is a slight softening of prices right now, especially in sheet metal and castings, which is steel based. So there we are seeing a little bit of softening, but still the other commodities we see a slight increase. So it is in a area of unpredictability even now.
So what you're confirming to us is that even though the restrictions again the tillers have come, for the Indian tiller industry, the restriction on import will not change anything.
Yeah, the restriction of import is continuing. So we are not bringing any tillers from China anymore. Power tillers are not brought in from China. So to that extent, the power tiller industry is not impacted by Chinese imports.
Right. Anthony also wanted to understand, the commentary coming in from M&M, for instance, or other, farm equipment manufacturers within Motown, is that they're expecting and anticipating a very strong festive season ahead. What is your own anticipation of about what kind of demand surge we're likely to see going forward into the months?
Yeah, in the month of August, we saw deficient rains, and in September, we saw that the deficiency was covered up by the monsoon. So that augurs well for the farming for the coming season. But it has affected the industry in August and September because many standing crops got destroyed, either due to floods or due to deficiency in rainfall in August. Now, what the industry is looking forward is towards a better winter crop. So, and the festival season going into Dasara this month and Diwali next month, we hope for a better season because the moisture in the soil is good, the rainfall has been good, so the winter crop is good, and so general feeling is that the industry is going to see buoyancy in the coming months.
Sure. Anthony, last we know is that you had undertaken 2 price hikes in June as well as the month of August. What is it that you can tell us about what the commodity price inflation is going to do to your pricing strategy going forward? And is it a fair assumption that all of it would be passed on to the consumers or not quite?
So far, we couldn't pass on the entire commodity price increase to the consumer, but however, we were able to take measures to control costs and thereby manage our P&L. Going forward with the softening of prices, we are hoping that another price increase won't be required. But however, it is wait and watch for the industry as of now.
Talking more about this, your company had, of course, set up an ambitious target to be a 3,000 crore rupee global brand in about 2 years from now, if I'm not mistaken, in the farm mechanization and solutions business. Where are you as far as that ambitious target goes?
Yeah, the vision is to become a 3,000 crore company by financial year 2025. So we are on path. We have crossed the first year. The milestone has been met. We clocked a 42% growth last financial year. This is the second financial year of that journey, and the first quarter we have posted good growth at about 33%, and we hope to continue this journey this year as well, achieving our milestones. Uh, we should be able to cross more than 1,000 crores this year. That's the milestone for this year. We should be able to do that.
That's as far as your larger target goes. But you've got overseas plans as well. We started the interview by talking about that. You've entered the South African market as well. What exactly are your global plans?
Yeah, so the focus has been on Europe, Western Europe last year. This year we got into Eastern Europe as well. So we built our network in Romania, Bulgaria, Croatia, the East European markets. We also started focusing on the African market last year. We made in uh, distributors in the Western market, and this year we have entered the Southern African market as well. So the focus currently is on Europe and Africa, and currently the export revenue is at about 5 to 6% of the total turnover, but we would like to grow it to about 10% of our annual revenues.
Right. The other thing I also wanted to talk about is, you had talked about a very ambitious target previously of becoming a 3,000 crore rupee global brand by 2025 in the farm mechanization as well as solutions segment. Just wanted to understand how close are you to your target, and looking at the kind of inherent demand that you just talked about, are you revising this 3,000 crore rupee landmark anytime soon?
No, we're not going to revise that. The first task is to achieve that milestone. Definitely, as I said before, the plans are in place. The execution is happening as per plan, and we are clocking the rate of growth that is required to achieve that plan. However, there are steps required which are important to grow in the global market. That's why I spoke about Europe and Africa. The other aspect is we are working with partners. We have got into a collaboration with Zetor tractors for the higher horsepower segment. The partnership with them will also enable us to grow in the global market, use their channel partners in various markets across the globe. That is something which we look forward to. We are also working and we invested into electric tractors. So we have invested into a company called Zimino Inc. And we are working with them. We have signed a master services agreement with them for development of electric tractor powertrain. So there are various steps being taken by the company to achieve this vision. And as I said before, we are hopeful that we will achieve that in time.
Right.